M1 Garand. M1 Garand are semi-automatic battle rifles that became the backbone of American infantry during World War II. They are the weapon of choice for United States soldiers across the Pacific and European theaters, giving Americans a significant firepower advantage over bolt-action-equipped enemies. The M1 Garand uses an 8-round clip system that automatically ejects with a distinctive ping sound when empty. This rifle fires the powerful .30-06 Springfield cartridge that was originally developed as a hunting round for large North American game, such as deer, moose, elk, and bear. Hunters back then used bolt-action rifles, firing maybe 10 to 15 aimed rounds per minute. But the M1 Garand's semi-automatic action increased that rate to 30 to 40 rounds per minute with military effectiveness. Since this cartridge was designed to drop 1,000-pound animals, it proved devastatingly effective against enemy soldiers at ranges up to 800 yards. The .30-06 delivers over 2,700 foot-pounds of kinetic energy, allowing it to punch through wooden barriers, sandbags, light concrete walls, and even thin metal plates that enemies used for cover. Brands like Springfield Armory and Winchester manufactured millions of these rifles during the war. Despite weighing over 9 pounds, the M1 Garand provided unmatched rapid-fire capability that helped win the war. M1 Carbine. M1 Carbine are lightweight semi-automatic rifles designed for support troops, paratroopers, and officers who needed more firepower than a pistol but less weight than a full battle rifle. They are used extensively by tank crews, artillery units, and rear echelon personnel who required compact, manageable weapons. The M1 Carbine operates with a simple gas-operated system and uses .30 caliber carbine ammunition in 15 or 30-round magazines. The .30 carbine cartridge was specifically developed for this weapon, delivering about 900 foot-pounds of energy, which is 3 times more powerful than a .45 ACP pistol round, but much lighter than the full-power .30-06. This intermediate power level made the carbine controllable in full auto variants, while still being lethal out to 300 yards against unprotected targets. The lightweight bullet travels at over 1,900 feet per second, making it effective against personnel, but less capable of penetrating heavy cover compared to full-power rifle cartridges. Manufacturers like Inland Division, Winchester, and IBM produced over 6 million of these versatile rifles. The M1 Carbine fires a lighter bullet than the Garand, but offers superior maneuverability in close quarters. These rifles became the perfect balance between portability and firepower for specialized roles. Kar-98K. Kar-98K are bolt-action rifles that served as the standard infantry weapon for the German Wehrmacht throughout World War II. They are the weapon of choice for German soldiers in every theater of war, from the Russian steppes to the beaches of Normandy. The Kar-98K uses a manually operated bolt-action system that requires the soldier to work the bolt after each shot. This rifle fires the 7.92 by 57 mm Mauser cartridge that was originally developed in 1888 as one of the world's first smokeless powder military cartridges. The German Mauser round delivers over 2,500 foot-pounds of energy with a heavy bullet that maintains velocity and hitting power at extreme ranges beyond 1,000 yards. German snipers regularly made kills at distances exceeding 800 meters because this cartridge was designed for the long sight lines of European battlefields. The powerful Mauser round could penetrate multiple layers of sandbags, wooden fortifications, and even light armor plating, making it feared by Allied forces throughout the war. Mauser and other German manufacturers produced millions of these reliable rifles during the war. Despite being slower to fire than semi-automatic weapons, the Kar-98K provided German forces with precision and reliability in the harshest conditions. Gewehr 43. Gewehr 43 are semi-automatic rifles developed by Germany as an answer to the American M1 Garand and Soviet Tokarev rifles. They are used by German forces who needed rapid firepower to match enemy semi-automatic capabilities. The G43 operates with a gas-operated system and feeds from a 10-round detachable magazine. This rifle fires the same 7.92 by 57 mm Mauser cartridge as the Kar-98K, but with much faster follow-up shots. The semi-automatic action allowed German soldiers to increase their effective rate of fire from the Kar-98's 10 to 15 rounds per minute, up to 35 to 40 aimed rounds per minute, since it used the same powerful Mauser ammunition. The G43 retained all the penetration and long-range capabilities of the bolt-action rifle, while providing rapid firepower that could suppress enemy positions effectively. The detachable magazine system also allowed faster reloading compared to bolt-action rifles with internal magazines. Walther and Mauser produced these advanced rifles in limited numbers due to wartime resource constraints. The Garand 43 represented German engineering excellence, but came too late to significantly impact the war's outcome. Mosen M9130. Mosen M9130 are bolt-action rifles that formed the backbone of the Soviet Army throughout World War II and beyond. They are the weapon of choice for Soviet infantry fighting from Stalingrad to Berlin, proving their durability in the harshest combat conditions. The Mosen uses a straight-pull bolt-action system and feeds from a 5-round internal magazine loaded with stripper clips. This rifle fires the powerful 7.6 2x54mm R cartridge that was developed in 1891 and remains one of the most powerful military cartridges ever adopted and is even used today. The Soviet round generates over 2,800 foot-pounds of energy, making it more powerful than most Western military cartridges, including the American 30-06. This enormous power made the Mosen devastatingly effective against German soldiers at ranges exceeding 1,000 meters, and Soviet snipers like Vasily Zaitsev used this cartridge to achieve legendary kill counts during the Battle of Stalingrad. The heavy bullet could punch through thick winter clothing, equipment, wooden fortifications, and even penetrate light vehicle armor, making it ideal for the brutal Eastern Front fighting. Tula, Izhevsk, and other Soviet arsenals produced over 17 million of these rifles during the war. Despite their simple construction, Mosen provided Soviet forces with reliable, hard-hitting firepower that helped turn the tide on the Eastern Front. Tokarev SVT40. Tokarev SVT40 are semi-automatic rifles that gave Soviet forces rapid firepower comparable to the American M1 Garand. They are used by elite Soviet units, snipers, and experienced soldiers who could maintain these more complex weapons. The SVT40 operates with a gas-operated system and uses a 10-round detachable magazine. This rifle fires the same 7.6 2x54mm R cartridge as the Mosen but with much faster cyclic rate. The semi-automatic action increased the effective rate of fire from 15 rounds per minute with the bolt-action Mosen to 45 rounds per minute with the SVT40, while maintaining the same devastating terminal ballistics. Soviet soldiers armed with SVT40s could deliver the same bone-crushing power as the Mosen but with rapid follow-up shots that were crucial in close-quarters urban fighting like Stalingrad and Berlin. The powerful cartridge combined with semi-automatic firepower made the SVT40 one of the most feared infantry weapons on the Eastern Front. Tula Arsenal produced over 1.5 million of these advanced rifles during the war. The Tokarev SVT40 provided exceptional accuracy and firepower, but required more maintenance than the simpler Mosen Lee Enfield. Number 4. Mark1. Lee Enfield. Number 4. Mark1 are bolt-action rifles that served British and Commonwealth forces throughout World War II with legendary reliability. They are the weapon of choice for British, Canadian, Australian, and Indian troops fighting across every theater of the war. The Lee Enfield uses a smooth bolt-action system with a 10-round detachable magazine that allows faster reloading than most bolt-action rifles. This rifle fires the .303 British cartridge that was developed in 1888 specifically for military use across the British Empire's diverse climates and conditions. The .303 British generates about 2,400 foot-pounds of energy, with a bullet designed for reliable expansion and stopping power against both human targets and large colonial game animals. British soldiers could achieve sustained rates of fire up to 25 aimed rounds per minute due to the Lee Enfield's smooth bolt action and large magazine capacity, earning it the nickname, the rifle that won an empire. The .303 cartridge proved effective at penetrating jungle vegetation, wooden structures, and light fortifications while maintaining accuracy out to 600 yards in the hands of trained Commonwealth soldiers. Manufacturers like Enfield, Fazakerley, and Savage Arms produced millions of these rifles during the war. Despite facing semi-automatic competition, the Lee Enfield's fast bolt action and large magazine capacity kept British forces competitive throughout World War II and beyond. Arisaka Type 99. Arisaka Type 99 are bolt-action rifles that equipped Japanese forces throughout the Pacific War with robust construction and adequate firepower. They are the weapon of choice for Japanese infantry fighting from Pearl Harbor to the final battles in the Pacific Islands. The Type 99 uses a strong bolt-action system based on the Mauser design with a 5-round internal magazine. This rifle fires the 7.7 by 58mm Arisaka cartridge that was developed specifically for Japanese military requirements in the 1930s. The Japanese 7.7 cartridge delivers about 2,200 foot-pounds of energy making it less powerful than German or Soviet rounds, but well suited for the close-range jungle fighting that characterized the Pacific War. Japanese soldiers used this cartridge effectively in dense jungle environments where its moderate power was sufficient to penetrate vegetation and bamboo structures, while remaining controllable in rapid bolt-action fire. The cartridge was designed to be effective against both enemy personnel and the light fortifications typically encountered in Pacific Island warfare, though it struggled against heavier American equipment and fortified positions. Tokyo Arsenal, Nagoya Arsenal, and other Japanese manufacturers produced over 3 million of these rifles during the war. Despite material shortages affecting late war production quality, early Type 99 rifles provided Japanese forces with reliable accuracy and durability in jungle warfare conditions. Thanks for watching this comprehensive breakdown of World War II military rifles and their devastating cartridges. These weapons and their ammunition shaped the course of history and represent the pinnacle of bolt-action and early semi-automatic rifle design. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more military history content, and let us know in the comments which World War II weapon system you'd like us to cover next.